Bringing right now in Detroit, David Schuster, MSNBC's David Schuster. David, we've been talking about the race wars in the Democratic Party. On the Republican side, Mike Huckabee last night talked about his faith, talked about the Bible, talked about the Constitution. Let's take a listen to what he said.
Okay.
I have opponents in this race who do not want to change the Constitution. But I believe it's a lot easier to change the Constitution than it would be to change the Word of the living God. And that's what we need to do, is to amend the Constitution so it's in God's standards rather than try to change God's standards so it lines up with some contemporary view of how we treat each other and how we treat the family.
All right, David, we love your analysis, but I want to put that aside. And just as a newsman that's covered Mike Huckabee since 1994, have you heard him say something like that on stage before? Is this a departure, or is this what he said in Arkansas?
Well, no, this is, I think this is a great departure. I mean, Huckabee certainly is in that camp. He feels passionately about his faith and his beliefs and how the Constitution, I suppose, should sort of revolve around that. But to say so publicly, I mean, the one thing, I suppose, which is a good and bad for Mike Huckabee is that shot was shot so far away that it may not get a lot of news play because you can't really tell that it's Mike Huckabee there in the distance. But clearly, Joe, I got to believe this is Mike Huckabee looking ahead to South Carolina, where that kind of language, as you know, plays extremely well with evangelical voters in the South.
No doubt about it. Do you think